What if printers disappeared? AKA, the day offices turned into passive-aggressive museums of panic. You thought you hated printers. Now you miss them like a toxic ex. Let's be honest, no one likes printers. They're moody, loud, jam-prone, smell like melted intern anxiety. But deep down, you need them. Like that one coworker who's always late, but somehow holds the only key to the office fridge. Now imagine, poof, printers are gone. No printing, no scanning, no last-minute Hail Marys before a meeting. Just you, a PDF, and a growing sense of doom. Suddenly, that annoying machine in the corner? Yeah, it was holding your career together. Today we're exploring what happens when printers vanish. From courtroom chaos to grandma's tech support crisis to your boss discovering what a JPEG isn't. Get ready to feel nostalgic for something you used to scream at. Fact 1. Courtrooms and bureaucracy collapse into handwritten purgatory. Legal documents, government forms, tax filings, immigration paperwork, all of it, dependent on printers. Without them, judges are like, I now pronounce you married? Maybe? Can someone read this chicken scratch? DMVs revert to typewriters, or worse, verbal confirmation. Which means your driver's license now depends on someone's memory and the weather that day. Bureaucracy doesn't go digital. It goes feral. Everyone's handwriting looks like cave drawings. And your passport? Now a piece of notebook paper with "Trust me" scrawled in red Sharpie. Fact 2. Office life becomes a Black Mirror episode of pure passive aggression. No more print and sign. No more just leave it on my desk. No more pretending to read the memo because it's in Comic Sans. Now everything is screens. Slack, email, DMs, Google Docs. You live online, which means your boss sees exactly when you opened that spreadsheet and how long you ignored it. No more excuses. No more "I didn't see the flyer." No more "I thought it was in my inbox." Just pixelated accountability and rising digital resentment. Even worse, every document becomes a shared doc. Now 4 people are editing the same paragraph in real time. And you're watching in horror as mission statement turns into live laugh litigation. Fact 3. School becomes an attention war zone. You think students have focus issues now? Try removing paper entirely. No worksheets, no tests, no handouts, just 100% screens. Now every kid has to write essays in the same tab as YouTube. And the teacher has no idea if you're doing research or watching a raccoon eat grapes in slow motion. Also, no more fridge art. No more crumpled permission slips. Just digital homework in a digital folder that never gets checked until the apocalypse. Parents? Now they're calling tech support because they can't print the math packet, and the school says, we don't print anymore. That's a you problem. Fact 4. Grandparents go full rebellion. Look, your grandma doesn't want a PDF signed via email. She wants to print the form, sign it with her lucky pen, fold it in thirds, and drive it to the post office in a decorative envelope with a return address label from 1998. Without printers, it's war. Suddenly, grandma's asking you to screen record how to screenshot a tax form so she can handwrite her Medicare ID on a Post-it. The family tech support hotline, burning. She's calling you 11 times a day to yell, why can't I just write it like a normal person? And honestly, she's got a point. Because now the only way she can send anything is through you. Congratulations, you're now the notary, the courier, and the emotional punching bag. Fact 5. Marketing flatlines, and no one notices you exist anymore. You ever wonder why flyers, posters, handouts, and leave-behinds exist? Because people forget digital. That gorgeous menu on your phone, gone the second you close the tab. That concert poster taped to the coffee shop window, burned into your retinas like a religious vision. Without printers, all physical marketing dies. No more Take One brochures. No more business cards. No more event posters convincing you to attend a candle-making workshop for stress relief and trauma bonding. Small businesses? Invisible. Weddings? Invitation-less chaos. And your LinkedIn resume? Now exists in 23 incompatible file formats, and no one can open it. Fact 6. You forget what it feels like to physically finish something. Let's get weirdly emotional for a second. There's something primal about holding a freshly printed paper. The warmth, the smell, the sound of achievement. Without that, you never feel done. You finish a project, it's just a tab you close. You get an award, it's a PNG. You write a resignation letter, and it lives in your drafts folder, judging you silently. Everything you make is now floating. Untouchable. Unreal. The tangibility of success? Ghosted. You're living in a world of invisible achievements, where nothing feels real unless you stare at it long enough to go blind. Final thoughts. You hated printers. But now, you'd trade a kidney for one. Yes, printers were jerks. Yes, they jammed for no reason. Yes, they demanded magenta ink during black and white prints. But without them, you lose the receipt of reality. You can't hand someone a thing. You can't pass a note. You can't scream, "I exist," with a tangible object anymore. You are now just data, hovering, floating, forgotten in drafts, unsaved version 6_final_actual_final.pdf. Subscribe if you've ever threatened a printer, loved it anyway, and secretly wish you could hug a stack of paper just to feel something.